Namaste, everybody, and welcome to our next conversation. I'm so happy to be here to receive all of the love and responses. Has made me feel if it's supposed to reach somebody, it just will. And if you're supposed to hear it, then you're here. And I really hope that this brings you some reflection that widen the perspectives in your life. The topic is something that I woke up with this thought in my head, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. And I was so excited about it that I couldn't wait to make this video. I grew up in a household where we had different challenges. We didn't really come from a space wherein things were available easily to us. We had to work hard for everything. I saw my father struggling to make ends meet at times. I watched him going through those struggles, and I watched my mother struggle in her own ways. So, growing up in that space has a certain effect on the mind, and the effects on the mind vary. Now, the same situation may have different effects on different people, but the way that it had an effect on me, my understanding of money, abundance, finance, today I would most certainly say that it was a limiting belief, and I think I carried that belief for a very long time. It holds on to your boundaries or of how much you think you can create in your life. So, yes, today there are so many people speaking of manifestations. There are people who are talking about creating wealth in your life, creating abundance. And the beauty of it all is that I myself personally had a very, very beautiful journey about how to let go of those limiting beliefs and create wealth, create abundance, loosen those strings in my mind, loosen those strings of what I thought were my capabilities, my abilities, or the extent to which I could grow. It has been a journey, and I don't think I am completely living in alignment to my potential or my capabilities. However, I would say that it has been a lovely journey deciphering how to get here and how to get further. And the main element is of breaking those initial boundaries. After that, it is much easier to create and expand into this space. However, today I am not here to speak about that. Today I want to speak about something that is not spoken about as a part of abundance and as a part of creating luxury in life. Luxury is the topic for today. And today I would like to tell you a story to begin what I want to say. First time that I am living on my own and I'm creating the space for myself. Otherwise, it was always with my parents in mind. What would they like? What would bring ease to them? Whether I was doing up the kitchen or whether I was doing up any of the rooms in my home, I would always think of what someone else would like. And whether it was Nitya, my sister did all of the work, of course, of decorating it. So even if I added some essences of my own, I felt like keeping things how someone else would like it to be. Because I was living in the Nitya Gurukul, it had to be in accordance with that dynamic of what was going on around there. Now, it was the first time that I was creating the space for myself. And I had spent quite a few days decorating every corner of it with the pictures that I would like to have, with the plants that I would like to have, the greenery, setting up every lamp, every nook and corner, whatever the cushions, the color themes that I would like to have. And all of that was just such a pleasure. Now it was the end of one particular day wherein I had spent hours, doing up things and keeping things in every corner, and and redoing it. After doing it, I said, no, this is not the way that I wanted. And then I redid it. And it was so much fun. And I did this all on my own, all of it on my own. It was so much fun. So at the end of the day, there was some work to be coordinated, and I was texting Akriti about some work that needed to be done for Nrityanidhi. Her response was that she had had such a busy day. There were so many things that she had done throughout the day, and she said, I'm so sorry, can you please give me some time, and I will get back to you in just a little bit. And if not today, then I'll get back tomorrow. Is that okay? And I said, of course, take your time, rest well, it's fine. And in that moment, I just thought about all of those times until I think a few months before I was doing all of this work at home. I was so busy from morning till night. I used to be caught up in some work or another. I used to be busy in my professional space, in my personal space. There were so many things to take care of. There was so much to do that at the end of the day, I just want to just put my feet up and lie down and rest. And whether it was a physical exhaustion, there was mental exhaustion, and there was emotional exhaustion. All of it at the end of the day, I used to be so drained. And I could relate with what Akriti was feeling at that moment. And just in that moment, I said, this is my luxury today, that God has been so kind, the universe has been so kind, that it aligned me being free and available for myself with the fact that I had this home to decorate. Imagine that I had this home to decorate and do up and create my space. And imagine I didn't have the time to relish this experience. How sad that would be. And that was my moment of understanding luxury. That luxury can look so different than what we think it is. The fact that I have the ability to go out with my sister and have a good meal, that I can walk down the stairs and have a beautiful street that I can just walk on and there's no traffic on the street is a luxury. The fact that I can go out on my balcony and see a beautiful sunset with lovely lavender flowers that are blossoming on the branches right in front, that is my luxury. The fact that I can have relationships filled with laughter and love and encouragement, that someone understands you, someone's on the same wavelength as you, is luxury. Get to choose my attitude for today. The fact that I get to choose what I wear, it's all a luxury. To have this mental space, to have emotional ability, to feel all of these emotions, joy and sadness, feel let down, to feel pain, to feel hurt, to feel miserable, and then feel the extent of elation. To be in meditation, to feel insightful, to feel intuitive, to see something that I have never seen before, to open the doors to something that I have never created before, to feel grounded, to feel stable, to feel peace and equanimity, to have conversations that are exciting, to have relationships that feel fulfilling, to be able to feel raindrops against your skin, to be able to create, to be able to curate and beautify different designs of my life the way that I want it to be, to use my skills, educate myself, to do swadhyay, self-study, to learn something new that I never knew before, to be insightful, to use my knowledge and my skills in ways that I never even thought before, to be able to lie down and feel the grass against my skin, or to just look up at the sky without having a worry that I need to do something or get somewhere, to be able to drive, to be independent, to be able to provide for another, to be able to give, to be able to share a smile with somebody, to be able to bring happiness to someone else. I can go on. Someone who you look at and envy, you have something that they don't. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you have a luxury that they can't even think about having. It's about recognizing it, recognizing the luxuries of your life, what you have created until now, and what you can create. The expanse of what you can create with what you have, and create an absolutely beautiful, luxurious life. Congratulations on the luxury that you will be creating for yourself and have been creating all this while. Let's begin with writing down the luxuries that you can experience on a daily basis, and from there build up to a lot more that you would love to invite into your life. Then there is no limit. Let's bring in abundance, opening out those boundaries, opening out those limitations that life or experiences may have brought to you. There's no stopping you, and there's no limitation on how much you can break that and expand that. So let's begin today. Lots of love. Be kind to yourself. Thank you. Namaste.